Okay, welcome back to another tutorial. You'll see in one of my previous videos that I had shown you how to assign accessories to a single color. And that's fine, that's okay if you want things assigned to a single color. Things like your low bars, front lips, wing mirrors, high bars, all that kind of stuff. So, and that's the same with these side skirts. But a plain colour, this plain silver, does look a bit bare. So what I'm going to do is I am going to skin the template for these side skirts, and then I will show you how to add them in to the truck skin. The first thing you'll do before you close the game down, because you can't make changes to skins while the game is active. So we're going to take the part name, so you click on the part that you're going to skin, and then open your developer console, and there is the part name there. I've clicked on it a couple of times, and I will take a picture of that or write it down. So it's going to be side skirt and then dot 6x2 6x2 plain. But now that we've got that part name, we can close the game down and then start editing our truck skin. Okay, so I've done a very basic design for the side skirts. I don't even know if it'll look very good, but I've just thrown it together quickly for an example. Just bear in mind when you're skinning over accessory templates that you remove the template layer. You need to make sure that the image is flattened so it's only on the one layer, and that you also save it as a .tds format. When you're skinning using Mod Studio, you can save files as .png, and Mod Studio will convert the files into a .tds. But because you're editing an already existing skin, you need to make sure that the files are saved as a .tds format. So we'll close that, and then I'm going to find the skin that I'm going to work on, which is the Renault Range T Evo High Cab. And as in previous videos, the makeup of the mod is that the skins go in the vehicle folder. So I'll just follow the same path. There's not many skins in here already, but so I'm going to put in the skin that I've made, drag that in there. Can't do it because the game's running. Right, let's try again. Drag that in there, and you'll see there basic 6l.dds. And you'll see here for every .dds there is a corresponding TOBJ with the same name. The way I like to do it is I'll open the TOBJ with Notepad++. I'm going to scroll along, and the end of the line here from the forward slash, that is the location, the path of that file. I'm just going to copy that, and then I will open Mod Studio TOBJ editor. Now we have the TOBJ editor. I will paste in there. The one thing we need to do is to change the name of the .dds file to the one I've just put in. So it's basic 6l you then need to select the type of TOBJ, so this is for a truck skin, and then we will save as, and then save it as the same name as the .dds, which is basic 6L. Save. So that is there, and we will drag that into the archive, and there we have basic 6L.dds, and then we have the TOBJ. That's now the skin and the TOBJ added into the mod. We then need to head towards the def file, and we then need to tie our accessory to that skin that I've just put in. So you've got the skin def file there and the settings, and then in the accessory folder you will find the accessory def. That's a backup, but I'm going to delete that because I don't need that. So we're going to open this ba_vanherk_a.sii, open that with Notepad++. So in Notepad++, you can see here you've got your opening bracket, and then you've got OVR0 paint job mask, and that's the 4x2 side skirts. On the 4x2 TOBJ, and so on, all the way down OVR1, OVR2. So there is only two. We want to do these in sequence, in series, so 0, 1, 2, and I'll take I'm going to copy this one. I'll copy this one, just to keep the format the same. I find it easier doing it that way than typing everything out. I'll make some space and then paste. So the last one was OVR2, so we change this to 3. And then we go back to the TOBJ we created, and that was called basic 6L for 6 long. And then we delete these because they're relating to another skin. Now, because the side skirts are already silver, it means that they are somewhere in here. I mean, I've seen them already, but they are already mentioned. Now what happens is, if I think it's 6x2 plain, I'll double check. It is 6x2 plain. So for demonstration purposes, I will copy and paste. As it stands at the moment, the changes that we have made won't take effect because that part name is already named further up in here. It reads top to bottom. So because it's already there, it will remain silver because that's on a silver skin. So for it to work on this skin, the basic 6L, I'm going to have to remove that part name from this part of the def, and now it's down here below. So I'm going to save that, and it'll ask, do you want the update to update in the archive? Yes. It means that the changes we've made are then saved on that file. The one thing I need to mention to be careful of is syntax, which is brackets and all that kind of stuff. You need to be very careful that you make sure that everything is in the correct order in terms of you have an open and a close brackets. And at the moment, if you click on these set of brackets, it will highlight the open and close. You know, same with that one. There's the open and the close, the open and the close, and things like really silly things. Say for example, that inverted comma is missing. That will stop this entire accessory def from working. So you need to make sure that everything is in order and correct. So we've made our changes, we've saved it already. We're going to close that, and then we will reopen the game and check that it has worked. Okay, so the moment of truth, I'll go over to our Renault T. It does have a different skin on it. It does have different side skirts. So we will load this up, and then we will change to that, and there we go. Like I say, far from perfect, but it was just to display how to add these things into a skin. Hopefully you found that useful. If there's anything that I've missed, feel free to let me know, or if you have any other questions, drop them in the comments, or contact me directly if you like. Yep. And stay tuned for the next tutorial.